End of the Book of Dospook, copyright 2003. I am over this. I am unsheathed, and my rebound is only up on another man's sphere. I do feel the breast of the Enlightenment, and I am endeared and more overly endowed. As Mormonism has wrecked doors to plentiful lives, it has set back as many as it has sent forward. My prodigal sons, remember thy prodigal sons, Catholics abound them, and the Mormons go ignorantly before them. Thy Mormon warrior has killed men of other swords in battle and sabotage. It has also cast out the most honorable of the other House IE is, Class IE is, and claimed entitlement. Alas, I feel the breast of fresh, clear air coming across my chest, and it does feel like feathers dusting my wings and helping Krypton rule Uranus properly. As if merit was not built on my direction and speed alone, Book of the Devil, me child, I is broken dark child. I have not cared to alleviate pain of others, as I don't believe that pain, physical distress, is truly removable. Just stepped aside and around for a time. I don't care to know it, extend to it, attempt a futile alleviation. And I consider what I could do differently indifferent. I don't care for the giant family of humanity, and subscribing to all or none de facto of being is a lie to my remembrance. And it is a violation of responsibility. My behavior is not negative, it just appears that way. It is what it has always been, a clinging of the youngest common denominator. Suffice it to say, entitlement has been reached and rejected. You, like most common people, gain enlightenment and strive to gain more and maintain what you have. The crest of being is on the lips of enlightened states. I tie this in directly with an economy of being and reject such latitudes by category. Darting from birth to present, memory to present, regardless of my history, regardless of my growth, just presence, summed to itself. Indulgent pleasure, my idea of a family death lineage. Agony, self-disgust, absorbed until flatline. Alone, I understand the happy idealities. I really do. I bought into that pathology while my system felt comfort from much of my earlier life. A happy death in attempt exudes a happy life. Helping others via our knowledge of help is grandiose at best and not apparent at worst. There is a catacomb for the physically disabled whose minds adhere to their bodies, and once you become disabled, if you are aware, you will find a treasurable enlightenment here as well, I'm sure. But not getting out of it will denote the temporary nature of this treasure and bring about the realities of the enlightened lost. This is my last analyzing and stigmatize me through these public airs as you want to pity my consistent downward negative prepubescent positions. I rebound and commune with the others that sense what you dream enhanced sense to be. Now, this is your doing, as it is what responsibilities do tend to like to share. I ask that their light not shine into my well-patterned caves, as I will come out with pitched fork. The fate of the law that is not the rule of our Jesus, and I have thrashed about here way too long, verily, without my just revenge. Because of the proclivity of my thrusting young saints, you have both generated the population for war, as well as generated the subterfuge of humanity with which you are about to fight. Prepare for the mythic battle in your Joseph Smith eyes head, as your alacrity has waned. A good battle in your head, and now you must step up to your highest level. Boom diddy boom boom, almond break, bum bum bum, bada bum bum, carry boo bear bear bear, boop beep beep, inheritor and distributor, lest any children's of Tracy Bray dot whatever. Because of the proclivity of my thrusting young saints, you have both generated the population for war as well as generated the subterfuge of humanity with which you are about to fight. Don't you see it now that you have been spotted and soiled by this heart, Lamanite? And Nephites are pitted evenly against each other when fighting starts in your city. Your Zion by proxy, you see how you are the wisest fools, and how you have not pulled down the flower of your darling Aias good night, nor glorified manly in her method's soul. Last you will lose, because you have but physicians before me with physicians' betrayal. I know this, as I am Godias, a barren bastard, as sure as my mother mated 6 times and twice from her brother is. I am among your Nephi, is Christ and Lord. Amen. Amen Ra, Amen Break. A dospook responds, your pain is the most important thing to you. This is how it is. Infants cry and the world is non-existent except for the pain. Latium learned that pain is the only truth. All greats suffered greatly. Now you get what you've prayed for, a life of pain. And in the end, maybe some great art. So, like everyone else, what happens in your infamous life is what the world becomes. May your weight be lessened. Jesus is Jehovah Yahweh's son, and Nephi is Christ's nephew and is immortal. Pook are descendants of immortal. Immortals are of God and God's children, and his children eyes. Descendants, Magus Pook was daughter of Mazda. Mazda is Yahweh's son. Christ of Nephi is of Mazda. House of Moon is Nephi's prophet. Samak is son of Magus Pook. Alma is A, right, Ma, and Ma is short for Mac. Thoth Pook is Satan's father, son of Magus Pook. Dospook are all descended from Magus. Doth Pook. Dospooky is a contemporary of the translator, who is of dospook descent. You are not in a treasure chest, you are in a hut, and at war. All these things are general and harmless. This god can demand everything, Dospooky.